putting it down for that. Time I was dining out, had to bring grinding back. Doing the drills and working the wheel where you're grinding at. You know what it be, playing this here for the keeps. Had to make off with a feast, a family to feed. Third cold where the trophy should be. EA got me in the game now. Breed on with the gang now. They're here with a lane now. My home second with a rain now. Legendary on the field, kinda drip as a skill, it's the highest cruiser bill, ain't nothing to the hill. We just slip on, spin move, in zone, scope the sideline, a touchdown, I put on the show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go. We just slip on, spin move, in zone, scope the sideline, a touchdown, I put on the show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off.
I buy like 23. Won't fall again and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Yeah, this the winning team. 6 rings with a pinky ring. Everybody used to pick at me, now I'm the one that they picking. Snakes out, they hit scene, but I can't hear it when the crowd screams. Still balling like an offspring. This for all the ones that doubted me. Gotta lose once to be a true winner. Only want the hunters with the blues in it. Eating blood across it where the blood thinner. Just stay turned like I've been through that water like Olympic swimmers. Only bread and butter, what we ate for dinner. So I had to dream it till the dream is bigger. Only want the gold, we don't need the silver. Gotta be number 1, number 2 never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna cop my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, got enough juice to end the drought. Yeah, I buy like 23. Won't fall again and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Indianapolis Colts and the Las Vegas Raiders. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. 20, 10, touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Colts are going to take a first quarter lead. Wow, first play in the game, CD, 75 yards. These people, they haven't even filed in yet from the tailgate lots.
Everyone talks about starting out fast. Everyone talks about getting explosive-type plays. That was absolutely a thunderbolt. And on the defensive side, he spent all week scheming, all week preparing, and it seems like it goes right out the window.
25-yard line. The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
2nd and 1.
Shotgun now for Carr. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Saquon Barkley with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. That's a great response. You give up the first score of the game, but you go right down yourselves and get the equalizer.
I just had a flashback there. I remember playing in a game like that in college where one of my teammates had said in the media that week, the opposite team would be lucky to cross our goal line. They crossed it in the first minute of the game. On our first offensive play, we scored to answer back. Something similar to what we just saw there.
Very similar to what we just saw. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. 1 play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big time, John? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 32-yard line.
Here's Taylor. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 43. To throw is Wentz. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. Maurice Hurst busting through to get him for a loss of 6.
You know, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
Eluding the pressure right. That's complete to the running back, Nyheim Hines. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run with Taylor. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
Taylor, the ball carrier.
But really, that was no surprise there. They've been running it well all game. And I know goals change all the time, but any team will take that type of run each and every time.
8-yard line.
On 2nd down now. It's Hines, and he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Nyheim Hines with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Colts have taken the lead. And he puts it through.
Makes the score Colts 14, Raiders 7. Rodrigo Blankenship.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. No return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. Now Saquon Barkley. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
From the 45 on second down, Carr. And that is incomplete.
Incomplete on the throwaway.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. From the gun, it's Carr. Got his connection complete to Ruggs. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Inside the 20 before he's brought down. 10 more there and another first down. If you're these receivers, you got to be ready because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes it's just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the Colts' 10-yard line.
Now it's Barkley. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Saquon Barkley. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
That ties the game at 14.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will make it into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good. So and the Raiders have got him. Max Crosby able to record his 5th sack of the season.
A loss of 11 yards. It's 2nd down.
Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. These two teams all tied after 1.
14.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Wentz will set up the screen to Taylor. And just not a ton of room to work with. He'll get it to the 15 for a gain of 2. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
3rd down.
On 3rd down, here's Taylor. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one.
1st and 10 at their own 42-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is make sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
It really has, especially as of late. Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver, but it'll be second down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Back to the air on second down. It's Carr. Buying time to his left. He'll run it. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. On third down, Barkley. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
34-yard line.
Barkley. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here. A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
They need to get this to the 24 on third down. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And the Raiders are going to be set up with a first and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line. A good pickup there, 7 yards, and it's going to be second and goal now. They'll try and run it with White. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. James White, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders have moved out in front. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we're usually talking about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked so well.
Go to something else.
And maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Jonathan Abram.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
3rd down.
A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. And this is going to be a Colts first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40.
Crosby on the tackle.
They fake the give. Now Wentz. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score.
The goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now up to 14. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they gave up the pick six. And now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up. But you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. Wiggles free. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 22 yards there, a first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Now the throw here complete on the right sideline. Yeah, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
First and 10, Taylor now. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays.
On the play. First down, Indianapolis.
Into the red zone. Wentz. Escape. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Another try after the first down sack. Wentz. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. Now Wentz on third down. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked by Nick Kwiatkowski. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. Flush to his right. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
He was defended by Julian Blackman.
On the run, it's Barkley. And he'll just keep two hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Now the Colts will use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. One more time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another first and 10 here. From the gun, Carr. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. With a double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Malik Hooker. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll drop it off with Saquon Barkley. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
4-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Carr will get this out to Barkley complete. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to it and forcing a 3rd down.
They set up the screen to Barkley, and they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
That's good.
A pickup of 10, and it's enough for a Las Vegas 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
From the gun, Carr, flushed out right. Throw right side going to be caught by Waller. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. On the draw, this is Barkley. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to small up the ball carrier.
Got his man. That's Tyrone Williams. And he is going to have the Raiders 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Operating from the gun. Carr. Waller taking it in over the middle. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Darren Waller, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders add on to their lead.
Before the extra point.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical is one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee. Maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. They'll get 13 yards for the 2nd play in a row.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of the defense.
A little bit of daylight on that first down run sets them up nicely. 8 yards on the carry. Got the defense on their heels. 2 first downs in a row and now a pickup of 8. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, though, if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
On the ground with a tight end.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11.
Jonathan Abram. 2 yards on the play. First down, Indianapolis.
One quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now they'll throw it. Wentz. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
2nd and 1 from the 2. Now Taylor. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
And it's 3rd down.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Colts are able to cut into this lead. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Makes the score Raiders 35, Colts 21.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Raiders take.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Kenny Moore.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
25-yard line.
Now Carr. Eluding the pressure right. He'll try and run it. And it's incomplete, broken up. But there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
On 3rd and long, it's Carr. Reception here by Ruggs. 30. Past the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. 3rd touchdown pass now for Derek Carr. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead.
For the point after.
That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they may be giving up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the #1 thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kept it on the ground.
Rolling to his right. Taken in by the tight end, Doyle. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. From midfield, here's Wentz. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. And he is going to lose yardage here. A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards. Throwing again on 2nd down. Wentz escaping the pressure right. They'll find Taylor. That's complete. Out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
Wentz now on 1st down. He lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
You've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing is ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
At that time, the tackle by Malik Hooker. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
They'll go to Barkley again. Taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
They fake the handoff. Now Carr. That is incomplete.
Thrown away and incomplete. Sets up a 3rd down and 18.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They haven't been stopped yet. A perfect 7 for 7. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. From the gun, Carr. Flush to his right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Good starting field position for the Colts as they have it 1st and 10 at their 38. Wentz now to throw. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
At the 47-yard line.
Looking to throw again on second down. Wentz flushed out right. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Wentz can pull it down when he needs to, and the 6'5" quarterback picks up the first down. Shotgun now for Wentz. Being chased out left. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts, as he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. From the red zone now, Wentz. They'll find Hines out of the backfield. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Oh, man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Now a play fake. Wentz escaping the pressure right. But I think the ball's out. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to fourth down. Second time he's fumbled in this game. Fortunate for him, this one goes out of bounds.
And the key for him now is how much equity have you built up with your coaching staff? How much equity have you built up with your team to continue to get opportunities? Fortunate that one went out of bounds, saved him from a turnover.
That's to his running back, complete. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
They'll try and run some clock here with Barkley. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside, as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up second down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10.
The 11-yard line.
Carr going to throw here. Spinning away.
Pass complete, but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats, throwing the ball.
Get a completion.
You get a catch.
Yeah.
But still,
no yardage.
Okay.
Throwing his Carr on third down. And it will be incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And a fair catch is taken here a step or 2 inside the 45-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And control of the football, switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. Throwing on first is Wentz. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
On the coverage.
From the gun, it's Wentz. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
But that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
second nature. All is automatic.